Coming up tonight on Middle Tennessee News. A Murfreesboro police officer is awarded for a random act of kindness. And if you are looking for plans in October, well, get excited because the MTSU New Fall Concert is coming up.
A music professor at Middle Tennessee State University's work is showcased by the U.S. Space Force. All those stories plus your local weather and sports. Middle Tennessee News starts right now.
Good evening, I'm Noah Brady.
And I'm Kara Fullington. Welcome to Middle Tennessee News.
An armed man was shot in the parking lot of a Murfreesboro apartment complex Sunday afternoon. Police are looking to interview the driver of a Honda Civic and a teenage witness. The shooting occurred around 3:15 p.m. Sunday afternoon at Hawthorne Park Apartments in Murfreesboro. Early investigations have determined that an armed man approached a Honda Civic in the parking lot and was abruptly shot by the man in the car. He was hospitalized and is now in stable condition. Two close-by apartments were hit by bullets, but nobody was harmed. The shooter and witness are urged to contact Lieutenant James Abbott with Murfreesboro PD.
Two suspects are on the run in Mount Juliet. Mount Juliet police are on the look for two suspects in the area when the suspects were running away from a stolen vehicle. Suspects have been depicted as a black male and female, both in their 20s. Officers searched the surrounding area of Willow Creek, Creekwood, Parkland, and Tuscan Gardens. The two suspects were not found during the ground search this morning. Officers remain in the area and detectives are searching for any leads on finding out the identity of the suspects at hand.
Wilson County just voted on their brand new commissioners. It was the end of August when the new commissioners were voted in. At the September 19th board meeting, the new commissioners got to vote on new issues and to be a part of new committees. There are 8 new commissioners. The issues at hand were zoning issues, new appointments, and more. Tyler Chandler is one of the new commissioners. He spent most of the summer campaigning and was voted commissioner of District Number 10. He is also police captain of the Mount Juliet Police Force.
I was the only name on the ballot during August, but tonight was our first meeting. It's a September meeting, and it went very well with all the new commissioners. There's 8 new ones with the rest who.
The Love's gas station was definitely not feeling the love. On September 24th, a van crashed into the Love's truck stop on EPPS Mill Road. The first crash was on September 8th. It was in the same exact spot, but with a different driver. Civilians did not suffer any serious injuries at the site of the crash. Traffic on EPPS Mill was not affected by the crash into the building. Authorities responded to the crash to check over the building for any damage to the gas station. Tennessee Highway Patrol is still currently investigating the accident.
The U.S. Space Force is the latest military branch to adopt an official song. The Space Force became a military branch in 2019 and now sings the song Sempre Supra, written by Jamie Technor, who is a songwriting professor at Middle Tennessee State University. The song's name comes from the Space Force's motto Semper Supra, which is Latin for always above. The Space Force credits Technor as the visionary composer and driving force of the song's creation. Technor is an award-winning singer, songwriter, and producer, as well as she has also worked with artists like Blake Shelton and Luke Bryan. Technor states that the song took years of revisions and research before it could be released.
Murfreesboro Main Street needs your votes for the concert series grant competition. Main Street Murfreesboro is getting the community involved to get funds for outdoor concert series in 2023. They are attempting to be the top 20 finalists in the voting process for the Levet Amp Murfreesboro Grant Awards. The competition is supported by Mortimer and Levet Foundation. On November the 15th, the Levet Foundation will choose the final 10. To vote, either go on the website or text Murfreesboro 866-267-2023.
The City of Murfreesboro Airport will be hosting one of the many events that are part of the statewide Tennessee STEAM Festival. The 10-day-long October Festival provides numerous opportunities throughout the state to create and promote interest and excitement for future generations about careers and opportunities in the fields of science, technology, engineering, art, and math. The Murfreesboro Airport will hold the festivities on October 22nd with numerous displays and exhibits such as airplanes, helicopters, police and first responders equipment, jet engines, a flight simulator, and much more. If you are interested in becoming a sponsor or would like to contact someone about the event, information can be found on the festival's website at tnsteam.org.
Middle Tennessee State University School of Music is holding a symphony storytime night. October 16th from 3 to 4:30 is MTSU's Music Night. The evening will be filled with music and authors who will show off their new books. This event is led by the Middle Tennessee Sinfonetta, which is a small volunteer orchestra dedicated to bringing musical and artistic experiences to musicians within the Middle Tennessee area. The orchestra was founded by music director Jeffrey Keever. The group strives to bring together all areas of the arts.
And now Carly Sutton joins us with our first look at the weather.
I hope everyone is having a great start to the week because the fall weather is finally help us cool off from those highs we had last week. Highs in the mid-state today are in the 70s with winds picking up to average around 10 miles per hour. Murfreesboro, Shelbyville, and Mount Juliet have our highest temperatures today at 76 degrees, but that wind chill is making those 70s feel like the 50s. After the break, I will have tonight's forecast for our mid-state cities, so stick around.
Still ahead on Middle Tennessee News, if you are looking for entertainment and a night out, look no further than your local community. There are events happening all around the Middle Tennessee area. Stay tuned to find your weekend plans. That's coming up next on Middle Tennessee News.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign. Not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
The black truck? Hey, Christina from accounting.
Yeah, hi.
Hey, I used to date a girl named Christina.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then she dumped me for my best friend. You want to see some photos of them that I took?
I don't.
I thought we talked about this, buddy.
Buzz and overshared again?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna call a car.
That's a smart idea.
So yeah, I know, that's why I did it.
Hey, you're gonna get back to the top of the mountain.
Does that mean I'm gonna get back with Christina?
No.
Oh.
No.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome back to Middle Tennessee News. We have a special report about a local DJ that started his career at a really young age. MTN reporter Izzy Gutierrez joins us to spotlight his journey within the music industry.
Check.
In a quaint Nashville neighborhood, above his neighbor's garage, turntables are spinning.
Every week on my radio show,
Meet Alex Angelo, a 21-year-old radio show host
link in my bio,
whose show airs across 16 stations around the country. His father, Bo Matthews, helps him with the show.
Aside from just making sure everything sounds good for the show, once a week Alex and I meet
and we talk about the content breaks on his show.
Ah, I love those.
And is compiled of top pop music and current trending sounds from TikTok. Alex's show is aimed at a younger demographic.
I put these TikTok sounds that kids like myself and then you, I guess, would know.
As young as Alex looks, it's not his first rodeo. One of his earliest gigs for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
I sent them a video of me DJing when I was really young, and they loved it.
And for that, you have to go back to age 13. And it wasn't exactly small venues.
So right now, we're backstage at Pitbull, getting ready for my set.
And even opening for Fifth Harmony. And even Disney Radio.
Disney Insider, this is Alex Angelo.
I did a radio show with Radio Disney. It was another great foundation for what I'm doing now.
Alex spends hours mixing the show. Next, he records his voiceover.
What's up, everybody? My name is Alex Angelo.
For Alex, he loves what he does, and he'll keep the beat going.
I'm super proud of him because, this is a cool part-time job for him.
Though you can hear him all across the country. If you're cruising through Nashville, tune in to Hot 106.7.
In the mix with Alex Angelo.
Thanks, Izzy. If you want to learn more about this amazing DJ, make sure to check out his event, Life of a Radio DJ, on Wednesday, September 28th at 7 p.m. in the Bragg Building, room 101.
New Chair of Excellence brings international experiences to MTSU. Jarrett Decker is hoping to bring his global and legal experience to the new Chair of Excellence in Accounting. The chair is sponsored by veteran healthcare executive at Middle Tennessee State University Board of Trustees member Joey Jacobs. Decker will be teaching 3 courses this fall on campus. It will be 2 sections of introductory financial accounting and a course for master's students as well. He will have a chance to engage with them on topics like technical challenges of financial reporting and the role of Securities and Exchange Commission.
Safety training is being offered to all faculty and staff on campus this fall. MTSU is adding another layer of safety on campus this semester. With an unfortunate increase in active shootings across the nation, law enforcement and leaders on campus are looking to make a change. Starting this fall, MTSU law enforcement will be offering training for active shooting drills for all faculty and staff. These sessions will be held on Monday, Thursday, and Friday at 9 to 11 a.m. and 5 to 7 p.m. The training is set to help limit the amount of active shooters that can occur on campus. All these sessions are just the stepping stones in hoping to help with another obscured amount of shootings at schools in hopes to prevent it from occurring on our own campus.
A Murfreesboro police officer is being recognized after his act of kindness made national news. MPD Officer Lance Hoffmeister has been recognized as a star recipient after showing a random act of kindness to a stranger. Officer Hoffmeister saw 84-year-old Elizabeth Good walking alongside a roadway and stopped to check on her. He found out she was on her way to a hair appointment and offered her a ride. A random citizen filmed the interaction and it made national news, even airing on the news program Inside Edition. The officer also made plans for Good to be picked up after appointment to catch a bus back home.
The Wilson County Commissioners have voted to make some changes. On September 19th, the new commissioners, fresh out of the election from August, have made the first big vote. The Wilson County Commissioners voted unanimously to change zoning plans. These zoning plans were made back in 2006, but because times changed, the property owner needed more room. As more gas stations or restaurants emerge, more space is needed for the community. The new and old commissioners voted unanimously to allow this property owner to make this change.
Our restaurant's in a different location. There's another gas station as well. So we had to vote to change the zoning tonight to allow that change to happen. So
an exciting time for students interested in supply chain jobs. The supply chain management concentration is now its own major at MTSU. After countless demands to make the concentration a degree program, it was finally approved. Due to the shortages of supply chain employees, the program couldn't have come at a better time. Many major companies such as Amazon, Under Armour, Tractor Supply, and many more have sent letters of support for the transition. The supply chain management program is set to launch this fall. The Laverne Police Department's National Night Out is coming up. The event will be held on October 4th at Veterans Memorial Park from 6 to 8 p.m. The event was pushed back to October due to the excessive heat this summer. National Night Out is designed to bring the community together to combat drug abuse and crime. Laverne Police Chief Chip Davis says that the Laverne Police Department is always looking for ways to bring the community together. Counties across America will also be participating in this event.
MTSU Theater Department announces a new immersive experience. MTSU Theater students will bring to life Jane Austen's Sense and Sensibility for select dates in September and October. Seating will be limited due to the production's choice to put the audience on stage with the cast. Directed by Lauren Schaus, the show will take you around the Regency Society with Eleanor and Marion Dashwood, siblings forced into poverty with their mother and youngest sister after the death of their father. MTSU students can attend free by presenting a university ID at the Tucker Theater box office.
Carly Sutton joins us now with tonight's forecast.
Tonight is cooling off significantly compared to what we've been feeling the past few weeks, so make sure to keep your jacket handy. I know that I'm actually pretty excited about walking in the cold instead of the really hot when we're on campus. The lows in the mid-state tonight are staying in the low 40s, with McMinnville and Shelbyville having our coolest at 41 degrees. Those high winds we had earlier will be calming down tonight, but the humidity will be rising after the sun goes down, the highest being in McMinnville with 81% humidity. Stick around after the break and I will have your full 5-day forecast for Murfreesboro.
Still ahead on Middle Tennessee News, Carly Sutton will join us with the full weather report, and Dylan Simmons joins us in the MTN Sports Den for this week's sports report. We'll be right back after this.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right, because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign. Not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Black truck. Hey, Christina from accounting.
Yeah, hi.
Hey, I used to date a girl named Christina.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then she dumped me for my best friend. You want to see some photos of them that I took?
I don't.
I thought we talked about this, buddy.
Buzzed and overshared again?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna call a car.
That's a smart idea.
So yeah, I know, that's why I did it.
Hey, you're gonna get back to the top of the mountain.
Does that mean I'm gonna get back with Christina?
No.
Oh.
No.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome back to Middle Tennessee News. Well, Carly hit on it earlier. The fall weather is in full swing and the cold temperatures are on their way. Carly Sutton joins us now with the full weather report.
Thanks, Noah, and welcome back everyone to your full 5-day Murfreesboro forecast. It looks like fall is finally here as our September temperatures are finally starting to drop. I'm sure we'll start to see those leaves change to those lovely autumn colors pretty soon. Today was our last warm day of the week as the fall weather is finally picking up, but given the wind chill we had today, that sunny warmth didn't last very long. The high today was 76 degrees, and we're heading into a chilly 43 degrees tonight. Even though the nightly weather throughout the week will be pretty cold, the humidity will be picking back up after the sun goes down, with tonight's percentage reaching around 67%. Our week is expected to be pretty sunny here in Murfreesboro despite those lowering temperatures at night. Tuesday is looking at a high of 74 degrees and a low of 41 degrees. Winds will be much calmer and temperatures are to remain pretty consistent throughout the day. Wednesday will be our coolest day of the week with a high of 68 degrees and a low of 47 degrees. Winds will be at a high on Wednesday, averaging out around 13 miles per hour. So make sure to take into account the wind chill that follows those cold temperatures. Thursday will have those winds still pretty high at around 12 miles per hour. The high is looking to be around 72 degrees with a low of 47. Thursday is also looking at our highest humidity level at 74% after the sun goes down. Friday is breaking our sunny weather streak as those clouds roll in preparation for those storms this weekend. Our high for Friday is around 74 degrees with a low of 54. Humidity levels are still high Friday at around 74%. Join us again on Wednesday where we will have your full midweek forecast in preparation for the stormy weather this weekend. Noah, back to you.
Well, as the hot weather turns to cold weather, that means on one thing. Football season is officially upon us, and Dylan Simmons on the other side of the break is going to have coverage from a historic weekend in Blue Raider football. That and more from the MTN Sports Den after the break. Stick around.
Son, love is like the ocean. You have to tread the waters.
Dad, that's not the kind of help I needed. Jessica, will you go to prom with me?
Yes.
Thousands of teens in foster care can't wait to share their first with you.
If I could go back and change it all, I would. I think I'm gonna miss you the most. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Maybe it's just the little moments. If I could go back and change it all. If I could go back, I would. But I can't.
Once there was a boy who did the same thing again and again. One day, he was told he had autism. He got help and slowly learned how to live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
Natural disasters are a fact of life in the U.S. And between activities and school, chances are you won't be with your kids when they happen. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids can help your children feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
Put the keys down, Kevin.
But I'm gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
My text to emoji ratio has gotten a little out of hand.
A little?
Yep, I'm definitely gonna call a ride home.
The 2022 Blue Raiders football team has rewritten history this weekend. MTSU came into Coral Gables against the number 25 Miami Hurricanes with few believers, but walked out making everyone show respect. The game was kicked off by 2 consecutive interceptions from the Raiders defense, including a pick 6 from the man with Brock Lesnar levels of intimidation, Zaylen Wood. The offense came to play as well, with Chase Cunningham being on the case with an especially electrifying day, as he threw for 408 yards, which is a new career high. MT had several deep scoring strikes, including a 98-yard touchdown strike from Cunningham to DJ England Chisholm, with speed so unbelievable that Barry Allen would be jealous. That legendary play would also tie the mark for the longest pass in MTSU history and will undoubtedly be used in promo material for the next 30 years. And if it is up to me, I would like to call it Coast to Coast on the Coast. The Raiders would seal the victory by a score of 45-31 to mark their first win against an AP-ranked opponent in school history. This monumental effort took the work of the entire team and could very well pole vault MTSU into the next era of success. All this and more will be revealed on Friday on Blackout Night against the UTSA Roadrunners. We'd also like to congratulate Chase Cunningham on being named CUSA Offensive Player of the Week. MTSU is going to look to this to springboard into potentially contending for a Conference USA championship, so look ahead to that. CUSA Volleyball is finally back in Murfreesboro. The Lady Raiders volleyball team hosted their bitter rival number 24 Western Kentucky this past Saturday. MTSU would battle hard against the Lady Hilltoppers, but could not stop themselves from being put in the dustpan as they were swept by WKU 3-0. Freshman Adri Rhoda continued her meteoric rise with a team-leading 10.5 points. MT also had as many blocks as a Lego tower as they managed 7 total on the day to outdo their opponent. Despite the tough loss, the Lady Raiders look to push ahead in CUSA play as they will hit the road to Birmingham to face their first road test against UAB. MT Soccer has begun their work on their Conference USA slate. MTSU played host to the North Texas Mean Green this past Thursday night. The Blue Raiders had an offense stuck in neutral as they could not score a goal and were given a shutout by Mean Green goalie Danny Jacobson. Hannah Suter matched her counterpart by imitating Gandalf with a season-high 7 saves, which kept MT at the game at 1-0 until midway through the second half. Devin Flannery and Taylor Tufts would give the lethal dose to the Raider defense by scoring 2 goals to stretch the lead to where it would stay to the end as North Texas won 3-0. Coach Aston Roden for MT would state, "I was proud of the effort by our girls. It's not as much about Western as it is the next opponent." The Raiders will get that next opponent in the most brutal showdown of the year as they face the Hilltoppers of WKU this Sunday at 5 o'clock. You can look for that game on ESPN Plus, and I am beyond excited to say that I will be calling that. Make sure to tune in, everyone. Men's tennis excelled on the beach and on the clay this past weekend. MTSU would head down to Destin, Florida to play against some of the best in the nation in teams such as Florida State and Georgia State in the Battle of the Beach. One of the highlights has been the improvements of the doubles teams, with players such as Shu Matsuoka and Pavel Model picking up wins and cohesion against Georgia State. Matsuoka would also pick up his first collegiate win against the Wildcats, showing that like Luke Skywalker, the force is strong with MT's youth. Next up, several players will head to Tulsa, Oklahoma to play for the ITA All-American Championships on Saturday. Noah, back to you.
Thanks, Dylan. It's crazy that MTSU was able to get an AP-ranked win, so great that we got to be a part of that here at MTN Sports. And wrapping up our show tonight, it is National Pancake Day, a holiday that is so sweet it swept the National Day calendar with 2 days out of the year. These famous flapjacks date all the way back to one of the oldest breakfast foods in history. This sweet breakfast treat became a part of tradition as part of Fat Tuesday.
To observe this holiday, you can enjoy the breakfast from your home or your favorite local pancake house. You can make your own stack of pancakes topped with your favorite syrup, or you could get creative and make some pancake art. I know I'm ready to go home and have breakfast for dinner.
Absolutely, I'm in that boat as well. Thank you so much for joining us here on Middle Tennessee News. I'm Noah Brady, joined by Kira Fullington, Carly Sutton, and our own Dylan Simmons. If you missed this or any show, you can watch them on our website. That's middletennesseenews.net.
Make sure to follow us on all social media sites as well, Facebook/Middle Tennessee News or at Middle TN News on Twitter and TikTok. We'll see you on Wednesday, September 28th for our next show.